All right, so let's talk about X-Acto knives. So first of all, let's talk about the procedure for them. When you come into class, each and every person has an assigned number. You'll notice that on each X-Acto knife there is a different number, so this one happens to be number 8. When you come into class, you will check out your X-Acto knife. Everyone will check out their X-Acto knives. Everyone will get one every single day. It is then your responsibility for the rest of the class to keep track of your X-Acto knife. If something happens to the X-Acto knife, it is your responsibility. Okay? So then, at the end of class, once we're cleaning up, I will be sitting with the list and I will check everyone's back in. So I will say, number 1, bring me your X-Acto knife. Number 2, bring me your X-Acto knife, etc. down the list. No one, and I mean no one, will leave this classroom until I have every single X-Acto knife back. That is non-negotiable. Doesn't matter if you're in 1st hour or 7th hour. Everyone must return their X-Acto knives. Okay, also, X-Acto knives are a privilege, not a right. If you are misusing your X-Acto knife, they're extremely sharp. They are a weapon. If you are misusing your X-Acto knife, we lose X-Acto knife privileges. This is a hard and fast rule. This is not a warning. This is extremely dangerous, and if we cannot handle using it, we will not use them. Okay, past that, let's talk about using an X-Acto knife. X-Acto knives have 2 sides. You have the blunt side and the blade side. The slanted part here is the blade side. The blunt side is this part up here, just like with a knife that you use at home where you use a steak. You have the blunt side and the blade side. X-Acto knives can break if you do not use them properly. It's really important to make sure that you maintain the same angle in the X-Acto knife that's in the holder, or it can snap. And then this blade will snap, and there are 2 pieces that'll go elsewhere, and somebody can and will get hurt if you are not using it properly. If you find that your X-Acto knife blade is blunt, which means that it's not sharp anymore and it's not really working for you, then you need to come and talk to me about it. We will replace the blade. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So if you need to take it out, you need to do lefty loosey, remove the blade, insert the blade back in, righty tighty, and then we'll move forward. It's really important that you don't get that blade too far down in there too, or it can cause more problems as well. So we'll make sure that we got that blade in there. You want it nice and tight so that it doesn't slide out. Okay, so now there are times when you want to be using the X-Acto knife at an angle so that you get a beveled edge. But if you're cutting something, then you don't want that to happen. So it's really important that you make sure that you maintain your X-Acto blade at the same angle each time you make a cut. Cutting through cardboard is hard. There's this zigzag stuff on the inside here called corrugation. Now that's good for a lot of different reasons, structurally and whatnot, but when we cut cardboard, it can be kind of difficult because you have to do more than one cut. Inevitably, somebody is going to try and do everything in just one cut. First of all, that doesn't work. Second of all, it's really dangerous. And if you do it all in one cut, look at what happens. You get a nastiness that's going on, and then you pull it off, and then you get these gross edges here, and you don't want that. You want a nice, clean edge. Kind of what I got down here because I did a couple cuts there. So if we are going to cut with our X-Acto knives through cardboard, first and foremost, you need to make sure that your feet are nice and centered on the ground. That is so important. If you do not have a nice, firm, steady hold on the ground, then you are going to mess yourself up. So I've got a nice, firm hold on the ground. I've got my hand is going to keep my cardboard steady, and I'm going to hold the X-Acto knife kind of like this. I've got one finger that's going to apply pressure, and my hand is going to be anchored to the table. This is going to keep my X-Acto knife in a nice angle that it's not going to be messing up. So I've kind of drawn a line here so that I know where I'm going. So I'm going to just do one surface abrasion here, following my line. So I have not gone all the way through. You can hear the dog barking in the background. So I've not gone all the way through. You can kind of see that I have just a surface abrasion here. You want to do probably 2 at minimum, 3 to 4 is best, cuts. So I'm going to do another one. And you can hear it going through the different layers. One more. And I can feel that it's gone through because I can feel the plastic. Look at that nice clean cut. You want to make sure that that cut is nice and clean and not frayed.